Hi, welcome back to Cooking with the Pros, and I'm back with Terry. And Terry and I now are going to move on to our buffalo chicken sliders with a celery, carrot, blue cheese slaw.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious, and I actually made this last week for my friends actually to sample it, and I did get the thumbs up from my people, so I knew there was a move forward with the dish. So Terry is going to start with our slaw, and he's going to chop up some carrots and celery, and then we're going to use the Wegmans brand blue cheese, so it'll be the same as if you were having some buffalo chicken wings, only we're going to put it into a sandwich. Isn't that ingenious?
It's very ingenious.
And I have some chicken breasts, and you're actually getting the samples right now, so please enjoy these. What you want to do is you want to take your boneless chicken breast, you're going to butterfly it, and then you're going to pound it thin. So I have my boneless chicken breast. I'm going to trim off the fat, of course. And when you butterfly, you're just simply cutting it in half. And the goal is to get as many pieces out of this as possible. So we butterflied it. I'm going to go like this. And then I will put a piece of, put a piece of this paper over, and I'm going to pound it thin with my meat tenderizer. This is a good way to get your aggressions out. I have no aggressions, but, and you want it to be even.
Yes.
You want your pieces of meat to be even, so as you cook it, it will cook evenly. Oh my God, look at that. There we go. That's much better, okay? This isn't much better. That's what I said. Alright, so you want to pound your meat into a nice even piece, nice even thin piece, nice and thin, so that whenever you cook it, number one, the cook time is reduced, and you have even pieces. So we're going to cut it into nice even pieces. So this is the size that you want, because you're making sliders, you're making small sandwiches, so this is the size, the cut that you want. Okay? And what I'm going to marinate this in is the original, which they have here at Wegmans, the original Anchor wing sauce, which is from the original bar in Buffalo, New York, that started making buffalo wings, and you get this here. So that's what we're going to actually marinate it in. Now what you want to do, you would normally marinate this overnight in this sauce. You're going to put it onto a grill. I might fry it, but today I will not fry it. You would put it onto your griddle. We're going to use a George Foreman. You're going to do double side, 3-4 minutes, and then you dip it back into the barbecue sauce before you put it onto your roll. And then you top it with some mozzarella cheese, which of course you can get here at Wegmans. And then you will top it with our slaw. So I'm going to show you real quick. Just going to throw it in. Marinated. All right, Terry, we heard Marcus's prediction on the Super Bowl. Give us your prediction real quick.
I'm really bad with predictions, but based on my location,
yes,
I will say...
Look how safe he's playing it. Good job.
I will say that the Ravens will win by at least 10 points.
Okay, so he's going with the Ravens, 10 points up. Okay. So this way, so you throw it in, you're going to marinate it. I'm going to throw it on the George Foreman, and I'm going to, after this, we're going to show you how we prepare the buns. Excuse me. Get a nice sizzle. Alright, we throw it on the George Foreman. I think most of you are impressed with Terry's knife skills. He's doing an excellent job.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Look at the speed in which he's able to cut. Very nice. So again, so you just chop up your celery and your carrots, and you throw in just a store-bought, we're going to use the Wegmans brand blue cheese, which is excellent.
I know that they also have their own in the bag, which I could use.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But, you know.
I will not allow that. No. So you can also buy the pre-cut. So if you don't want to spend the time chopping, which of course Terry's doing an excellent job, you can get the Wegmans brand pre-cut, which is looking just like this, and you will throw in then the blue cheese dressing. All right, the next step, which I'll move this aside for safety purposes, you're going to get some mini potato rolls like this, and you put an egg wash on them. And you egg wash them, and then you sprinkle them with just your basic ranch dressing. with your powdered ranch dressing. So you put egg wash on them, you powder them with the ranch dressing, and then you put them under the broiler till they're nice and crispy. Very simple. Adds another layer of not just the blue cheese, but those who like ranch. You're gonna whisk 2 eggs, you just whisk them up, and then you throw on the ranch dressing. While Terry is doing that, I will remove our chicken from the George Foreman.
All right, here we go.
And brush. And then after this, in a separate dish, you do not want to put your chicken that was the raw chicken back into the same dish. You're going to have a separate dish with your barbecue sauce and do the second dip in there. And then you're going to put it on top of your bun. And then flip it over. You're going to do it on top as well. Egg wash on the bottom. You do egg wash on the bottom and egg wash on the top. Or you can do butter on the bottom. There you go. And then you just take a little bit of the ranch dressing, sprinkle it. You throw it in the oven, toast it off, and you have a flavoring on top of the bun as well. So there you go, your buffalo chicken sliders.
Very simple.
Very simple. So we enjoyed the buffalo chicken sliders. Very good, thank you. All right, we're going to clean up and we're going to move on to our dessert and wrap up the whole demo, your tailgating Super Bowl demo. So we'll be right back.
All right.
Marques and I are back. Hello. How did we? Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, studio audience. Thank you. All right. Did you enjoy the buffalo chicken sliders? Yay! Thank you. Thank you. All right. We are now wrapping up our Super Bowl tailgating menu with what I call adult Rice Krispie treats. They are not adult in the sense that there's alcohol. You could do a bourbon version though, or whiskey version. You can reduce it down with butter. I did not do that today.
That's all right.
But another time we can try that.
Yeah,
but
sure.
They're adult because I topped them with a topping of ground pretzels and potato chips, which is not something as a child you would normally top your Rice Krispie treats with, but that is the twist. So what we do, we're actually not going to full-fledged make these, but our crowd has some samples. You would take 6 cups of the Wegmans Rice Krispie treats and a bag of the Wegmans mini marshmallows. You should do these over the stove. I put them in my microwave. I know that's not very chef-like, but I put them in my microwave. It's not very chef-like, but in my microwave with 3 tablespoons of butter. Reduce it down, and then you throw your Rice Krispie treats in, and then you pound them out onto a baking sheet. I do use a cooking spray, Wegmans spray, of course, spray so they don't stick, and then I put them in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes.
Right.
While I'm doing that, then I melt my chocolate chips. You melt down your chocolate chips. Once the Rice Krispies have cooled down, you spread out your melted chocolate on top. Then you sprinkle your, I pureed it, put these in my food processor.
Okay.
Blend them down to like a breadcrumb.
Okay.
Blend them to like a breadcrumb consistency.
Okay.
With like a nice little topping. And then you spread them over your Rice Krispie treats. Put them back in the refrigerator for whatever amount of time you want. A day or so. Pull them out and they're an excellent, excellent, excellent dessert.
Nice.
What do you think?
Sounds tasty.
They're very tasty.
I had one earlier.
He tried one earlier, so they're very tasty. All right, so this is our wrap up. You're at Wegmans. Jen Heasley's cooking with the pros, and I hope you come to Wegmans and try all their samples, all their great foods. And next Sunday, go Ravens.
Absolutely, go Ravens.
Go Ravens. So this is Jen Heasley. I'm cooking with the pros, and I always ask, who do you want in your kitchen on game day? And it's me. Thank you for coming.